Hello, welcome to Grassroots Champions Soccer Podcast, Season 2, Episode 3. Today on the show, Nate and I are talking about the team we're coaching together. Super exciting times. In youth soccer, we're talking about parent sideline, and I'm going to go over the ODP coaching manual, the player manual. So coaches, you could use that. Players, you can kind of see what ODP is about. Should be fun. Nate, what's happening in pro soccer?
Well, in pro soccer, my favorite team, Manchester United, have a little bit of a dilemma on their hands. The coach believes the system is key. And so we're going to talk about the difference between believing the system's key or believing that the players are key.
I think he said, well, we'll get into it. He's a funny guy. In extra time, I have a Man U section. Anthony, friend of the podcast, is featured heavily. We have highlights from NCAA. NCAA soccer's back. And we have some fantasy memes and some youth soccer memes. Today on Grassroots Champions Soccer Podcast, let's get into it.
All right, everyone. After 4 weeks, how's your fantasy Premier League team doing?
Put it in the comments. I'm going to tell you mine is not doing well. You make some transfers. I'm used to the draft one, where it's like you against other people.
It's the $100 or £100 salary cap now.
Yeah, and I forgot the very first week that you actually owe points every time you transfer over one a week. And if you transfer one, you're going to transfer two. That turned into 8. Plus Saliba injured, Odegaard injured, Altnori injured.
You've had it tough.
And those are only the guys currently on my team. How's your team doing?
Kind of the same. So I haven't made any transfers because I kept waiting. I have Alexander Isak on my team. I have Erling Haaland, who's carrying my team. But I've had a lot of new signings who haven't really seen the field yet. And so Milos Kerkez, who gets subbed off at halftime every game.
Well, he gets 0 points from me again. I think, is that twice this season?
Yellow card, but 45 minutes.
He was acting rash. I also have kind of an illegal one right now. I have 4 Liverpool players because I got Isak before he transferred.
Smart.
So I can't make any more transfers, or it'll make me get rid of
one of your 4 Liverpool guys.
I did that with Arsenal, and as they came over, yeah,
it's clever.
Hey, how's your team doing? Let us know. Are you doing anything semi-illegal with your team?
Yeah, do you have 4 players from Manchester United? Because if you do, you're probably finishing last.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know. What's your strategy and how is it working out? For most people, I think they're pretty doomerish right now, even though it's only week 4. All right, the warm-up. Guys, the World Cup is coming up.
It's finally here. At least the sign-up is finally here. So on the 9th of September, I believe, it opened up to Visa card holders, and that was it. But I joined that lottery, and so we'll find out here at the end of the month if the Confer family will be going to Philadelphia or New York, and whether we get tickets or not.
Got to Norway or bust. Yeah, what you said by the 29th you find out?
Yeah. And then if we don't win that lottery, there's still other opportunities. Then FIFA starts doing single game tickets, stuff like that. So
you like your odds? There's a lot of people.
I picked 2 cities, which I don't know if that helps or not, but they gave you the option to pick every city. So I said, why not do 2? The family that we're staying with is about 60 minutes from both places. So,
and I think it was when the schedule was released. It's like
1.5.
Yeah, 1.5 million people signed up in 24 hours. Crazy.
It's crazy. Like my chances, guys.
It's like it's the biggest sporting competition in the world, isn't it?
It's the hardest
kind of like that.
Well, looking forward to it. Norway's top of the table, and that table includes Italy. So,
right. Okay.
This is coming to fruition.
Well, even if you don't make it, we still might be busy at that time with our U13 team we're coaching together. As we said last time, Nate actually is my assistant. That wasn't a joke. And it's
been fun. We're about 3 weeks in. Solid team. It's fun. Charlie's kind of taught me a lot these last couple weeks, how to run sessions, and
we're helping Nate get ready for his D license. He's taken over a full session on Thursday, and I get to be assistant coach.
Yeah, we'll see, guys. Please don't come.
I'm gonna tell everyone to come.
Let's see how it works out first, and then maybe in the near future.
Yeah, but it's been really great working with the team. People thought I might miss 7v7. I thought I might miss 7v7. I don't really miss 7v7 that much. Now it's, we get to talk about more serious kind of soccer, right? More of the tactics, more drama, maybe a little bit more team dynamics, which we'll get into. But I've been enjoying it a lot. It's been a Nice change, a
It's
welcome change.
yeah, part of the week I look forward to the most. It's been a lot of fun. So
Yeah, it literally has been the best part of my week. Even the times where I have to enforce discipline, people think about discipline as I'm going to discipline you. No, discipline means that you do the right thing all the time without having to be told. So when I have to tell the players, I don't like that very much. I'm not going to get into who it is or what, but I really like one of the standards that we have at our training is you do the right thing all the time without having to be told. If you have to be told, it's been a few times already. Time to get our act together. Time to get everyone on the same page. One thing we're talking about in youth soccer today is a little bit of parent sidelines, which we'll get into. But we started with just the expectations at training. Right? It's hard to have team chemistry when Nate's training level is up here and Charlie takes it way down here and doesn't take it as serious. It's really hard for those two players to get along. So one of the very first things we did was just say, this is the standard at training. We're going to do this. Every player is going to do this. You're going to be disciplined, or discipline will be delivered to you in a verbal way. And I think they've all rose to the occasion. It's been awesome to see.
It's fun to watch them. Every day we try to get a little bit better, right? And I think every day they have been. So
yeah, we got better every half. We already played 2 scrimmages and 2 league games in the MPL, and we get better every single time that we play, which is what we're supposed to do. It's part of being disciplined. Is we got to focus. So we get better, so we can win the league, right?
That's the goal.
And actually, I've been doing little session reviews and like writing my session plans on Instagram. You guys can follow me; it's in the description. But reviewing all those sessions, and we talk about discipline a lot. We have to do those expectations, but then also we're talking about team-based things. And one of those is, we're using the ODP manual a lot, right? We'll get into it after our youth soccer section, though. Let's get into youth soccer.
I got some questions for this guy. It'll be fun.
I'm looking forward to hearing those questions. Here we go. Youth soccer. Nate, what do you want to talk about? What do you got for me?
All right. So, you brought me over for a parent meeting, quick little 5-minute meeting during our second game of the season.
Before our second game.
Before our second game. Just to talk about like what the appropriate sideline is, the expectations, how we should handle each other, the players on the field, the coaches, kind of all of it. And so I'd kind of done a little bit of a deep dive and just wanted to know more. And so I have a few questions for you that some of them are fun. And then some of them, I'm actually curious as to like what the expectation is. So I'll start with an easy one. But what's the best or worst thing you've ever heard shouted at a youth soccer game?
Okay. I think one of the best things would have to be when, I don't care who it is, our team or their team, but complimenting the opponent players. Either saying, oh, hey, number 37, great hustle. Is that the number you have on?
That is my number. That's my number today, guys.
Oh,
more on him later.
Yeah. I have a nice clip of Kobe doing some stuff. Also, as you can tell, I have my ultimate date shirt on. It was great. Pretty much right after our episode dropped, I got an opportunity to buy one of these. And I was like, I don't even care if I don't like it or anything. I am buying it for the podcast to do a little gimmick. So here we go. Nate and I are on a date. Okay, so the best thing was complimenting the opponent. I think that shows great sportsmanship. And, it's youth soccer, right? It's not adult soccer and we all get to have our little say. It is youth soccer. We're here for the youth who are playing soccer. That's what it is. So anytime that adults can get on the same page about that and making it about the players, not in a bad way, in a good way, then that's always great to see. Great sportsmanship. So, and it's not like I've only seen it once. I've seen it a bunch of times. I wish we saw it more. If you guys are on the supporter sideline, or if you're just a coach, right? You're here for the kids, not just your 10 or 17 kids in our case, but you're here for all the kids, hopefully. So anytime an opponent, especially an opponent adult from the sideline, either sideline, compliments the other team, I'm like, that's what we do here. That's the stuff. The worst one happened a few years ago. This parent was berating her son the entire game, sitting in the lawn chair, glasses on. I say glasses on because Steve Franklin in my youth license told us day one, he walks up and he's like, I'm doing something wrong already. And someone's like, you have glasses on. He's like, that's right. Takes them off. He's like, it creates a layer between you and the players. So for years, I've never worn sunglasses coaching. But
I like that.
It just makes it less personal, right? You can't see my eyes. You don't know what my expression is doing. And screaming at U9 Sun, and here, real story, I almost called CPS on them.
Oof.
That's how bad it was. And then the kids telling me stuff that I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? So didn't quite get to that point, but almost got to that point. And lo and behold, guess what happened that year? Within like 2 months, that kid quit soccer. Hasn't played since.
That's tough, right?
Yeah, that was by far the worst thing I've ever seen, parent sideline behavior. I mean, I've seen, don't get me wrong, there's other bad things. Parents fighting.
Yep, I've seen that.
I went to, my team won President's Cup, so we went to the regional one, and all Hispanic guys, and I only say that because none of the 4 officials spoke Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish, working Spanish, Spanish on the field, on la cancha, but they were saying crazy stuff, and I was like, hey, do you know what they said? And the guy's like, the 4th official's like, no, I don't know what he said at all. I'm like, oh, he just said this to your center ref, and because she's a woman, he said that. Like, it's very derogatory. And he's like, oh, well, if I don't know what it is, I can't call it. And then meanwhile, there's a guy right next to our bench, standing on the bleachers, no shirt, drinking a beer. I'm like, how is that allowed? And the language. So that game was pretty wild too. That was the Iowa team that won President's Cup from their place. I was like, this is a nightmare. Oh my gosh. But yeah, those 2 stick out to me.
That's funny.
Be the first example. Compliment someone else. Don't call the ref names in Spanish and chug beer at your son's game.
You can do one for us. Next game you go to, send a compliment out to the opposing player.
Yes.
It'd be really cool to see.
Spread it around. See how cool it feels. Probably it might catch on like a virus. Get sick.
If kids could write a parent code of conduct for the sideline, what do you think would be in there, Charlie?
Kids, comment right now. What's something you want from your parent sideline? Let us know, and we will share it next episode. I would love to do that. That'd be great.
Be fun.
So if you want to just contribute a code of conduct item, we'll take it and we'll spread it around for you, and we'll keep it anonymous if you want. You can DM us. Okay. This reminds me of an interview I saw where maybe it was, I'm not going to get the place right, but maybe it was soccer parent coaching. Could have been that one. But some organization about youth soccer actually interviewed kids, and they said, hey, how does it feel when your parent is yelling, saying like, go, go, go? And the kids are like, yeah, like, it's not my favorite. I wish that they wouldn't say that because it distracts me, and I kind of feel like I have to do something different than my coach says. I'm like, yep, that's it. And you could see like the kids were happy to start the interview, and it kept going like kid to kid to kid, every question, and then start over. But the kids, like, as they asked the questions, the kids were like this, and then kind of like that. And they kept getting sadder during the interview. I'm like, I wish parents knew their impact on the kids. And as a kid, you don't want to speak up to your parent, right? You don't want to be like, Dad, shut up. That's a tough thing to do as a kid because there's probably repercussions at home, if not on the field. But just, I think a lot of kids would just say, let me play. Encourage me when I'm doing well. No one. I tell parents this every single fall meeting that we have, and sometimes other times in the year too when we have a meeting. I'm like, hey, but the reason I'm not talking is because I know that kid knows the mistake they made, and they know how to fix it next time. It's not, if I point out every single thing that they do wrong or tell them what to do every time when they get the ball, that's not fun for me. I don't want to be that coach. It's not fun for the kid either. So I think that's one that we could probably all agree on. A lot of parents would actually agree on that too, but then game day happens and our emotions take over, right? But just being encouraging on the sideline. Do not point out every error. Don't point out a lot of errors either. Don't point out even some errors. Probably the coach knows, that's his job. The player probably knows anyway. If the coach is being silent, I'll say this one. If the coach is being silent, there's a reason for it, right? Yep. We're not just silent when something abysmal is happening in front of us that's so bad, and I'm just like, zip it. No, it's not like that. It's the players want chances, right? So we have to give them chances.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like it. How can parents balance investing in club soccer without turning into an ROI, a return on investment mindset?
That's a common mindset, actually. I
really
wish it wasn't. And you do want an ROI, But the
Yeah.
ROI shouldn't be, I make this team up here and it's a failure if we don't. Your ROI could be, my child had fun with their friends playing soccer.
That's great.
Is that not worth investing in?
Yeah. $2,000 for your kids to have fun with their friends.
Yeah, and what do you get with that? 150 hours of soccer. If you're an older team, maybe you have 200 hours of soccer in a year. Is that not worth it? I think it is. That's me being biased, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe both of us
Coach
are biased.
has to say that a little bit, right?
But I think they get a lot out of it, right? It's not just I made this team. It's not, oh, I scored 17 goals this year. It's I became better as a person. I got fitness. I got socializing. I got leadership and mentorship. I got to challenge myself. I got to meet new people. I get to try new things. I get to enjoy my sport. Need I go on? Is that not a good ROI?
Yeah.
And then also just remember it's their game, it's not your game. So we talked about this at an academy I used to be at where we did a lot of private training, some group training too. And, at the academy, I don't really like sales when it comes to soccer. You guys know this. I hate the term youth soccer market. I just want to coach, but money's part of it, right? But at this academy, we said, okay, I'm talking to the parent. That's our customer. But who's our clientele? Our clients are the players. So it's that kind of weird balance where it's like you're buying something for your child.
Benefit.
So
right.
You don't have to feel it all the time. You should, I think. You can see the leadership and the mentorship happening from coaching. You can see your kids having fun and getting active. But really, it's about their experience, I think. So I know it's tough as parents. I don't have kids myself. Maybe you can talk more about this, but you pay for them to experience something and grow from that.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. I'm not looking for D1 scholarships. That's not like the end game for me. We're putting in, said $1,000 every year for, the fun, the growth, the development, the leadership. They can it applies to school too. They learn how to be a good teammate, how to be a good classmate, stuff like that. So it's not, oh, I'm paying $3,000. I want them to go get a scholarship.
Or tournament.
Yeah.
Win this tournament.
Yeah. We won a trophy. My kid's the best. Well, yeah, but at the end of the day, it really shouldn't be about that. The return on investment should be about, them growing as a person.
Yeah, and just their experience. Even if they don't grow, if they just have a year with their friends to play sports, that makes me very angry to say as a coach. I wish I didn't just say that because I like players getting better every day, as you know. But that's what we do, better every day. But yeah, there's a healthy perspective for you. How to make it not about yourself, because it's, again, youth sports.
Yep.
There you go.
Speaking of youth sports, you have a little bit of the ODP manual that you wanted to discuss today?
Yes. Hey, guys, I did a couple of years of ODP, and my coaching mentor, Rick, was my head coach for that. See, I love being assistant coach. Nate gets to experience that now. So I have here the ODP manual. Nate, have you ever heard of such a thing?
I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever sat down and actually read through it.
So on our team, we've actually been going through the ODP manual as well as standards for practice. This is how we behave at practice. This is our team culture. This is what we do around here. A couple of visual cues, like if I turn towards Nate, he's popping off his defender, which actually we'll get to. But that visual cue, there's things like that. Players are learning the roles and the positions on the field and how that's different from 9v9 to 11v11. We found out our first game, very different, especially how they were coached last year to this year. Mostly with the 8 and 10 just being not wide anymore like a 9v9, but now they're pinched in because we have a 7-11 now. But going over some principles of play, principles of possession soccer in the ODP manual. So to start, they have an introduction here. They have a little key of what the images are. They have the numbering system in a 4-3-3. We play a 4-1-4-1, so very similar to a 4-3-3. A little bit different, but essentially the same thing. And then they have 10 principles of pro soccer. And guys, just so you know, if you want to follow along, I have this linked in the description of this video. So you can go in there, and it's a free resource on USYS. Nate, why am I sharing it? You guys might be asking why I'm sharing it, because not a lot of people know this is out there. And when Rick and I did the ODP teams, we use this pretty much the whole time because it's designed to get your team on the same page quickly, because we don't have all this time with the ODP. In Minnesota, as of 3 to 4 years ago, it was maybe 6 sessions, and then you're going to your regional event and traveling to Ohio or wherever, or Michigan, and that's really it. And I think it's been buffed up now, but I'm sharing this with youth coaches, youth players you can understand where we're going with this. Coaches, I recommend referencing this because there's lots of good stuff in here. And this is a good way to get your team to play together quickly and not have I just gave Nate this example earlier of like, hey, what are you working on today? We're going to do a possession game and then shooting. It's like, well, what are you working towards with that possession? Like, what are the consistent themes that you have in your possession games? Otherwise, are you just playing a possession game and calling out errors or saying get open or spread out? That's weak stuff. Okay. Here's not weak stuff. We'll start with principle 1, team shape. Team shape basically means anytime we have the ball, we want our 9 as high as possible. We want our 2, 3, 7, 11 to get wide. We want our 4 and 5 to drop back to give space. And then we have our 8, 9, and 10, or 8, 6, 8, 10, finding equal distribution of space in the middle, right? And they have some images in this manual. Maybe I'll pop them up as we talk. But team shape has to be number 1, right? If we are not spread out and using all the space in the field,
it's going to be difficult.
We're not going to be very successful, right? When Rick and I had the ODP teams, we had some of the ostensibly the best kids in the state, and we had to remind them constantly, get wide. And wide does not mean 20 yards from the sideline or 10 yards. It means chalk on the boots.
My favorite saying, guys.
Can you explain the saying to our Gen Z?
Yeah, so Gen Z's, you're not familiar with chalk. You get laptops and all that kind of stuff. But chalk on your boots is essentially getting on the touch line. No space behind you. You're opening up. You can see your defenders. You can see your attackers. You got the white stuff right on the cleats.
Yep. And now I think they use a lot of paint, but they actually used to use chalk. So you would literally get done with the game and there would be chalk on your spikes, maybe other parts of your boots, maybe on your shorts if you're doing a slide tackle, maybe on your shirt if you're getting slide tackled.
Right.
But chalk on the boots has to be there. If we're not utilizing our space, then what are we doing?
You're easy to defend, yeah.
Next one, peeling off of defenders or opponents and opening your body to the field. So that might look like I'm close to Nate, but especially that visual cue that I just mentioned, if someone is looking towards me, they have the ball and they turn towards me, they're able to make a pass, they're not under pressure, I'm not blocked. Can I peel away from this opponent and hopefully have my body facing as much of the field as possible? So then I can see as many options as possible. I can see where pressure is coming from and evaluate pressure. And going along with this is bending runs, right? I don't want to run facing this direction towards the sideline because when I receive it, I'm facing the sideline. Nate's coming up behind me. I am stuck on the side now. Instead, if I bend my run and open my body like this, I can see the field. I can see Nate coming, and hopefully I can nutmeg him or something else after that. I don't think that's in the manual, but nutmegs.
Nutmegs work out. Manchester City had one this weekend against a common opponent, I believe, that led to their second goal.
What opponent was that?
I'm wearing it, guys. It's tough. We'll talk about it later.
Going along with bending runs, trigger runs. I really like this one. Another part of this one is awareness of your surroundings. That means if I'm checking out here, Nate can't also be checking out as a teammate to where I am. We can't be making the same run because then we're not showing good team shape, as we said earlier. So a lot of this is scanning the field, seeing which space I can go into, understanding where my teammates are running so we don't duplicate runs or make, heaven forbid, the same exact run. We both start here, we both go there. But runs trigger runs. That means, let's say you have 2 forwards or you have your 4-3-3 here. Our forward checks in, maybe they bring a center back with them. We just expose space for our winger to go into. So runs trigger other runs. That's just one example. There's countless that you could think of.
That alludes a little bit to my Thursday opener, so this should be fun.
Oh, nice. Nate's using the ODP manual. You hear this? Number 5 principle of possession soccer is diagonal passes. Kind of going along with the bending runs, I'm opening my body, so hopefully I at least receive it half turned, right? I want to go that way. I got the ball from this direction. I can at least hold off this defender that's on me as I'm receiving, and I'm not facing all the way back. Oh yeah, we have new mics, so you guys can actually hear me when I do this. I'm not facing all the way backwards, and I have an opponent on my back where I want to go. I'm at least on the half turn. Ideally, I'm receiving it on the full turn so I can face forward. But diagonal passes help us that. It's very rudimentary. youth players passing straight up the field, passing straight sideways and square, passing straight back even. If you can add a diagonal pass to passing angle to all of your passes, it's going to be better, right? Just for one, just body shape. I got eaten alive when I played for Eau Claire Aris in the NPSL, yeah. And there's one where I switched the ball straight across the field, and my coach lit me up. It's like, never pass straight across the field, pass diagonal so we can't counterattack. I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes total sense. Why didn't anyone tell me this before? North Central Wisconsin, there's not a lot going on. But diagonal passes. You don't want to pass straight, square, backwards, forwards. Go at a diagonal whenever possible. Principle 6, back. I love this one. Back passes are usually followed by a switch. And I like that it says usually, because coaches should never say never or always or only this, but a visual cue, right? Our whole team knows if we have to go backwards, what does that mean?
That the ball needs to be switched.
Yeah, because our order of operations is we look forward first. If we can't do that, we look square or sideways. If we can't do that, then we go back. If we go back, you already know, don't even look at the side most of the time. There are exceptions in here. Maybe I do a back pass and open up.
Combinations.
Yeah. But most of the time, it's going to be, hey, we had to pass back. That's why I passed back. So Nate had better not keep it in this area. He better start sending it over there. As we do that, you see there's layers in this. Those players peel off the defenders, maybe make an attacking run as they peel off, bending run. It all kind of works together that way. I don't know if you guys can hear with our new mics. Larry Johnson's in the house, Nate's cat.
He's appreciating Charlie's take, I think. He totally agreed, and now he's gone.
He said, meow. I think that means yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Good point. Principle 7, ball doesn't stay in an area for long. Right? It might be we play a couple passes here, but the more we keep it there, really it should not be a player dribbling too long in an area. That's the worst. But even if we're passing 3-4 passes in the same area, that allows the other team to now send many numbers at us. Not even like 1 or 2 players to press, but they could send 4 players and have our short options marked up and deny switches. You do that, you allow that when you keep it too much in one area. So maybe it definitely don't have to pass it and switch it every single time, but it's a balance, right? Sometimes we play short for a few passes. Sometimes we switch it out of there, play in a different pocket, 2-3 passes, find a new pocket so we can't get pinned down. Principle 8, keepers distribute balls, avoid the long punt. Kind of tough when you go from 9v9. It's very tough.
Need 3 long punts just to get it to the other side of the field.
Well, I mean, at 9v9, the kids are so big on that 9v9 field.
Yeah, well, punt flips the
at
field.
U12, where if you play short inside your box, that box is very small.
Oh, yeah.
So I can see why maybe at U12, a lot of teams play long every time or go for that punt because it is quite a weapon, and you don't want to get stuck in your box. We're getting to the point where we're playing serious soccer now. We're not just building out all the time. We'll get to Amarim's. We'll get to Amarim later. If it's not working, you switch it up, right? So
you would think.
But then you get to the 11v11 field. The spaces are huge. Distance management becomes very, very important and very challenging. Marking up becomes challenging. There's 22 players on the field. Who do I mark?
Yeah.
But then also, we can't just play long all the time if we want to have an organized attack and play possession soccer. So sometimes it's playing short. That makes the other team come towards us. Now we can play into those spaces once we've peeled off with bending runs. Runs trigger runs. Someone better be open. What else? Principle 9, use throw-ins to switch the point of attack. Ooh, I like this one a lot too. Actually, I used to coach a lot of 7v7, as you guys know, a lot of U9. And what do we try to do every time? Parents from U8 say, up the line. And I'm like, stop telling them what to do. There you go.
We like options.
Yeah. So I had, we played a 2-3-1 as most U9 teams did. Our wingers take it, not our backs. First of all, we don't want to have one person back when it inevitably goes wrong. We want to have 2 back there. But also our winger has an option to go forward, sideways, backwards. So I like coaching decision-making through restarts at 7v7 because they have that time to look up. Players have a time to get in position. And then what I tell them eventually is, hey, the same decision-making you just did, like this, It's the same decision making when the ball's at your feet and it's in play. And then something snaps and they go, oh, now you know how to make decisions.
Yeah.
Can you go forward? If not, can you go sideways or diagonal forward? That's even better. Then sideways, then diagonal back. If you have to go anywhere negative, probably we're switching out of there. So throw-ins might be I pass backwards because forward is where their entire team is. Even probably your square option is going to be guarded. So if we go backwards leads to a switch. Switch leads to combinations, a through ball, taking space. So parents, if you're watching this, stop saying up the line. Coaches, if you're watching this, shame on you if you say up the line every time. That's not how you coach soccer. That's how you coach American football. Trying to get as many yards as you can. Good for you. Okay, but that's not what we do in soccer, especially on the throw-in. Their whole team's on that side of the field. Let's try to switch it. That's a very challenging thing to do sometimes. Principle 10, this one helps with that, though. It is speed of play. Right, our tempo.
Chef's kiss.
Most of the time, we want to play two-touch. Doesn't mean you have to play two-touch. Sometimes it might be one. If I'm under pressure, I got to get that ball on my foot right away. Sometimes I want to take that space. And if they keep giving me space, I don't have to play two-touch.
Yep.
Keep going. Sometimes, we talked about a player that's in his son's age group, who is one of my favorite players. You guys might know who it is. He holds onto the ball quite a lot, and his teammates yell at him. But I'm like, guys, let him cook. You don't know what he's doing. I see what he's doing. Sometimes he takes too many touches. That is true. But sometimes he holds it long enough for them to actually realize and start making runs. I'm like, you guys should not talk to him anymore.
Don't be mad at him.
I will talk to him.
Find a new space.
I'll talk to him if it's too much. But he's giving you guys time to make your runs, right? But gets caught on the ball sometimes because they're not peeling off, making those runs. Mm-hmm. So speed of play, I think, is the player on the ball. Sometimes it's also the players off the ball too, right? If we're not peeling off at the right time and seeing those visual cues, that player is going to get stuck on the ball because they don't have options. Then play really breaks down and you're not playing possession soccer anymore. So there has to be a speed of play. Some call it a tempo or a rhythm of the game. I think a little of that is a little corny. People watch La Liga too much. Yeah. They get indoctrinated in the rhythm. Oh, he's not slow. He controls the rhythm. No, he's a slow player.
He's slow. Yeah, he doesn't want to run.
But you want to get the tempo right because all this breaks down if we're not playing fast enough. So, Nate, any of those your favorite principles of possession soccer?
Prior to seeing speed of play, I would have said the bending runs. I really and runs create runs. Yeah. And actually, well, that's what I'm gonna have a little 30-minute on Thursday about that. But speed of play is great. I love quick tempo, two-touch soccer. But then at the same time, let's say you have a 1-0 lead, slow it down a little bit. Play it around the back four, maybe switches, force the other team to come and get the ball a little bit, and then there'll be space in behind.
Absolutely. So, hey, great stuff in there. Coaches, if you want to use this gets your team on the same page very quickly. I think we nailed 7 of 10 of these in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And doesn't mean we do them every time. No, we got to be more disciplined. But we introduced these plus some visual cues to go along, plus the new positions at 11v11. I think we're killing it. And you guys can kill it too. That's my point. Players, if you can do these things, maybe your team doesn't do this stuff, but hey, Nate, is there ever a time I don't want to do bending runs that won't help my team? If no one else is doing bending runs, but I do bending runs, that helps.
You're still helping the team.
If I peel off and have my body shape open, that helps my team. If I play with a fast speed of play, I'm getting open. I'm telling my teammates, let's play this ball at this time. I'm doing my part to help our team shape. I think players, even if you're just one person by yourself, your team doesn't adhere to this stuff, you can do diagonal passes. You can do, back, if you receive a back pass, probably you're switching it, right? So good for everyone to hear. Coaches, please use this. It's a great resource. Stop doing just possession games just to do possession games. That's weak. You can evolve. Here's one way that literally tells you a blueprint of how to evolve. Like I said, linked in the description. You guys check that one out. That's going to help you learn the game of soccer. Do it even better. I even learned stuff in here where I'm like, oh, I should do more bending runs. I should teach more bending runs. Stuff makes sense. It's all cohesive. All right. Hey, Nate, some people who do great at all this stuff who've probably been told.
Ooh, the other side of the ocean?
Professional players, I was going to say. You got something else?
Oh, no, same thing. Top 5 leagues.
Yeah, let's go into professional soccer. We got lots to talk about. All right, guys, exciting time. We're doing pro soccer. We are 4 weeks into the season now, and we have our first award segment. Nate, tell us who got awards, positive and negative ones this week.
Yeah, so after the long international break of just 2 weeks, soccer came back this weekend. Oh, a lot of great games. We didn't get a chance to do Game of the Week. I probably would have said Juventus Inter anyway, which, we'll get into that. But yeah, fantastic games in all 5 leagues. We'll start with Player of the Week. I'm still learning his name. It's kind of a family affair. And so Inter Milan has a striker by the name of Marcus Thuram. Father played back in the 90s, fantastic player. One of my favorites I have is Lilian.
Yeah.
Thuram, yeah. I have his Parma jersey upstairs, guys. Like, that was my guy. 1998 semifinal of the World Cup, he scored a goal from like 40 yards out. And so, always been a fan of his. Marcus Thuram in the Inter-Juventus game, it's 2-2. He scores a header in the 76th minute. Not to be outdone by his brother, Kefram Thuram, who's on Juventus. He too scored a header in the 82nd minute to draw the game back to level. And so I thought the reaction was, for me, a little bit better. It's pretty cool. Dad's in the stands. He's smiling, probably one of the greatest days of his life. The kids are probably loving it. It was really cool.
Can you guys imagine Lucas playing for AC Milan, Logan playing for Inter Milan, let's say, and then they both score in the same game and Nate's up there like, this is cool.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this, right?
Also, I'm going to talk about some new things coming up after you talk about pro awards, but referee cams are in. Uh-oh. And there was a great one of those two standing next to each other, both arguing against the ref. It's like, is this what Lily and Thuram saw every time in their childhood when they're fighting over a toy? I'll put the picture up here.
That's
awesome. That was a great little moment from the ref cams.
That's really fun. And so I gave it to younger brother. Needless to say, game of the week was the Inter-Juventus game because in the first minute of extra time, a player by the name of, forgive me guys, Vasily Adzic, a new signing by Juventus, the next Kevin De Bruyne, you heard it here first, guys, scores the game winner. Not only does he do that, it's my goal of the week. It's absolutely spectacular. It's 35 yards out. Just rips a shot and beats goalie near post. And yeah, so, you thought it was going to be anticlimactic, 3-3, and then all of a sudden he just one-ups everything else. Super cool.
3-3 anticlimactic. Do you hear that? I just saw a Jose Mourinho quote. It was 5-4 in one of their games. I forgot when. He said 5-4 is a hockey score, not a football score.
Something to be said for that.
Well, he's a guy who loved a 1-0 win.
Yeah. So, well,
that's what we're dealing with here.
Yeah. Park the bus. Well, flop of the week, we didn't park the bus. He didn't park the bus. My flop of the week, so going into the international break, Ruben Amorim.
No way.
Just got his first win of the season against Burnley in extra time. It is what it is. But we finally thought we were getting some momentum right after losing to 4th Division Grimsby Town in the League Cup, who, by the way, won again today, and they're in the round of 16. Congrats to Grimsby Town, 4th Division side. We're rooting for you.
Friend of the podcast, Grimsby Town.
Grimsby Town. They're official now. But heading back to Ruben, it's a derby match. It's big. We're ahead of them in the table. City's, their signings didn't feel right at the beginning of the year. The one, Ait Nouri?
Alt Nouri, yeah.
Went out for, I think he's out for 6 weeks now with an injury, and that was kind of like their big signing.
I got to get him off my fantasy team then.
Charlie might have to drop him for a little bit anyway. But yeah, City, they had 1 win from 3, so this was, I was chomping at the bit. I was like, this is your moment, Ruben. And no, it didn't happen. It wasn't even close, guys. No. 30 seconds, City could have had a goal.
17.
17 they did score, right?
No, at 17 seconds.
17
That's when
seconds,
Holland flashed it wide.
Yeah.
And Bayender was like, oh my gosh, thankfully that didn't go in.
Yeah, it didn't matter, people. But here's what's hard for me, and this is why he's the flop of the week, is his changes were predictable. All he changed was the players. He didn't change the tactics. He didn't change the formation. Everything was the same. Now, we'll get into that later, guys. But flop of the week, not very impressive. My team of the week, on the opposite end, they just got better as the game went on, was, not for the first time, FC Barcelona, who beat Valencia 6-0. Their last 3 matches against Valencia are like 7-1, 5-1, and 6-0.
Valencia, stay up.
I know, we need you, Valencia.
Not that they have to beat Barcelona. That's tough
It's a
to
big
do in
ask.
La Liga. But 6-0, guys,
Yeah.
that's not helping.
And, I mean, every minute, you want to talk about getting stronger every day. Barcelona got stronger every minute. Robert Lewandowski. I don't know why I tried to combine his first and last
Ruben
name.
Amorowski.
Ruben Amorowski.
That's a cursed player. Don't do that.
Yeah, leave him on the bench. Lewandowski comes in from the bench and within like 9 minutes had 2 goals. Rafinha was on the bench because he was late to training. Didn't matter. Barcelona, fantastic team. Looking forward to watching them play Newcastle on Thursday on the giant Champions League chart. 1 through 36, guys. Started today. I haven't had a chance to watch any games, so I actually don't know what happened. But
before the oil guys at Newcastle, would you ever expect Newcastle, Barcelona, Champions League? That's crazy.
It's crazy. Newcastle's literally hosting Barcelona in less than 48 hours.
I also really like how it's like colorful stripes versus black and white stripes. I hope that they both wear the striped jerseys.
Pick your side, people. Are you a black and white ink printer or are you a colored printer? Put it in the comments. It doesn't even have to be soccer related.
Sometimes I run out of cyan. Nothing you can do.
Yeah. And so one of the things I want to talk about in this episode is...
Wait, do you have a game to watch?
Oh, man, I do. It's you guys.
Ooh.
Yeah. And to be honest, guys, I didn't even look at Serie A. I didn't look at the Bundesliga. I didn't look at anything else. I actually saw that Arsenal's playing Manchester City on Sunday. And yeah, there's nothing else to consider. We're all rooting for Arsenal, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, we want... Dude, Pep was down. Let's knock him back down again.
Yeah. Knock him down, guys. Knock him down.
I believe is it 10:30 Sunday? I got to give you guys the time.
Sounds right. I'm taking it a day at a time.
Yeah.
And just focus on what can we do this training session with the girls, reviewing that, planning for the next day. So
we can look like Arsenal against, well, Manchester City last year would be great.
Yeah, let's do that. Score prediction?
Ooh, not 5-1 this time. You guys were good, but that was something. That was a Stay Humble, right? Was that Stay Humble game? Or is it the game after the
That was
Stay Humble
after
game?
that, when we played them again, and then it's, Stay Humble, eh?
I'm going to go, is that the Emirates? Oh, can they score 3? They can score 3. I'll say 3. Ooh, Donnarumma. I'll say 2-1. Arsenal 2-1.
Donnarumma save against Mbomo.
Oh, Mbeumo.
That's crazy.
I literally had my arms up in the air, guys. I don't know if you saw the half chance, but
I'll see if Tyrant YouTube can let me put it up here. Tyrants.
come on, you can. You can't.
But basically, you want to describe it?
Yeah. Mbeumo finally finds some space on the right side. Manchester United's system works for once, and everybody was where they were supposed to be. Ball gets in. Mbeumo's unmarked. Beautifully strikes a left-footed shot, far post, and James Trafford wouldn't have even seen it. Instead, Gianluigi Donnarumma, I don't know how he does it, but he's already leaning. If you look at it, he's already leaning when Mbeumo hits the ball, so he has a feeling of where it's going to go. And he's able to get his hand to it. Ball stays out, still 2-0, and they coasted from there. It was really cool.
It was crazy. I think I screamed on the couch. But also, I think he's a super smart guy. He's been playing first team soccer since he was 16. So was that 10 or 11 years?
Yeah.
But Mbumo's here. One of his defenders, I forgot who, is here. And Mbumo's like curving it around, so he sees it late. But that must be the only place that it could have gone. So he has the instinct, too, where he's like, he's going to bend it over here. And then he puts his arm out, and is he 6'7"?
He's a big boy.
6'7". Okay, I had to throw in one.
Last one, guys.
Last one, only one. But his hand is outside the post.
It was incredible.
I don't know how we're going to get past him. So what's your prediction with 0-0?
Arsenal's going to score twice.
Ooh.
I don't know how. I don't know why. I'll say 2-1. That's what I'm hoping for. 2-1 Arsenal.
I was going to say 2-1 also. There we go.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
We agree. And Donnarumma, sorry that I didn't make you player of the week. I just thought the brotherly thing was really cool. So if you do it again against these guys,
he's going to do it again.
He's
going to do it every game. Then he gets 3 shots or more. So. All right, so back to Amorim. Fun time. Oh, no, not fun time. Sorry for you. Sorry for your loss, but let's talk about it.
Yeah, his press conference after the game, guys, for those of you that don't know, somebody had asked him if it was time to change, what can Manchester United do differently? And Amorim went on the spiel about how He's not going to do anything
I will
differently.
never change. My philosophy is my philosophy. If you have to change, you have to change the man. And Nate's like, change the man.
Yeah.
Change it.
As a human being, I think he's absolutely fantastic. As a football coach in my favorite soccer club, 8 wins in 30 is rough. They showed a table. Charlie might have it. I bet he does. But on Instagram,
8-31 now, isn't it?
Is it 38? Could be. I don't know. We didn't play midweek.
I think
so.
before the
derby was 8-30.
Yeah.
But there's a standing screenshot going around, and it's if you take out the relegation teams from last year and the promoted teams from this year, and you just include the 17 teams on the table, since Amram's gotten to the club, we're 17th out of 17.
4 of those 8 wins were from newly promoted teams.
And so let's talk about the system, guys. This goes back to U10 when I was the last time I was assistant coaching, and is the Twins' team, and we had a discussion about. So after we had a good fall, we won some games, we lost some games, we drew a handful of games. We played the basic 4-3-1 that a lot of 90. It was 77? No, it was 99. Oh yeah, the Twins were U10. We were playing U11. There we go. And so we were playing the 4-3-1. So it's 4 at the back. Wingbacks get high. A 6, an 8, 10, in a midfield triangle, and then a 9 up top. And we just weren't creating opportunities. We'd made some discussions. We decided to do a 2-4-1-1, or simple terminology, 2-4-2, right? 2 forwards, 1 who drops back. We called him a 9.5. It was one of the Twins. We played kind of a midfield 4 across the board, 2 wide, 2 central, and then we played 2 at the back and asked them to cover, half the space, right? So penalty line all the way over, penalty line all the way over. Anyway, our first game of the winter, we won 12-3. And we couldn't stop scoring. Every attack, we were getting wide. 9's making a run out this way, underlaps, overlaps. It was really cool. And so this begs the question, right? Do you cater the system to the players you have, or do you cater your players to the system you want? And I, after that year, became a believer in you cater your system to the players, right? We had 4 or 5 creative players. They're all playing at higher levels now. It's incredible how well that team was.
Some of them are watching right now. You guys know who you are.
Yeah, I mean, it was great. I don't know if you guys remember that game in the Dome, first game of winter. It was really cool. And they had no ideas, because we were attacking with 6 essentially against a back 4. Most teams do back 4. When you're in a 4-3-1, it's hard, right, to get up the pitch, especially that first year 9v9. And so by leaving 2 at the back who understood their responsibilities, those players were able to defend on islands. It allowed 6 players to attack. We scored a lot of goals.
Plus, they just came from 77 where they were playing with 2 backs. So they're used to playing with 2 backs, more distance to cover. I remember I had the 2012 girls for 2 years. It was one of the few teams I've had for 2 years recently. Just wanted to coach them again. Coach them for free, actually. So you're welcome, ladies. But we started in a 3-1-2. I wanted to try that for a year at 77. And I'm like, you know what? This isn't really working because our 3 is getting pinned down by everyone playing a 2-3-1. They push their wingers up. Everyone's marked exactly, and it's in our half. So goal kicks were more of a nightmare than they already are or are supposed to be. So, yeah, and one thing I wanted was players to be flexible in their understanding of roles, but also, they're just starting out in organized soccer. So it's, hey, like they're very stuck on this formation and where my role is in that formation. So when we switched to a 2-3-1, same thing happened. The spaces start opening up. We don't get pinned down in our area. We learn different roles, even though, it's a small field, but not small for them. And we started doing way better. I think we won Spring Cup, we won All-American Cup, and we got second at USA Cup that year after switching formations. So
yeah, see?
It works, right?
Ruben, 4-3-3, man. Come on, let's go.
And it's something we talked about in a previous episode where, you do base it off the players, right? Because it doesn't make sense for me, an adult who wants to play this formation in youth soccer, right? We're talking about pro soccer, but I think the same principle applies where Ruben really wants to play that 3-4-2-1. And it kind of worked against Arsenal, but
yeah, there's certain teams. It says, hey guys, it's my favorite formation. I love it. I think not for my team, but I do think Borussia Dortmund runs a variation of it. It's more of a 3-5-2, and then the wingers or the forwards kind of turn into wing forwards as we're going forward. Anyway, the 3-6-1 going forward, I think, can be really special. But like Charlie said, if you don't have the players for it, you've got to find something. So against Arsenal, it works. They have the ball a lot, so we can kind of drift around. And as soon as we win the ball, Arsenal's high up, 4 or 5 guys are going in. The system can work, but when you're playing teams that are just as dominant on the ball as City is, Burnley gave us problems because they sat in a 5-4-1 and there's no spacing behind. So then what do? We don't have the creativity, right? It's that box 4, so that didn't work. And then Fulham was just a weird game. It was back and forth. I think it ended 1-1.
That was right after Eminem said we could beat anybody, and then draws Fulham.
Yeah. So I'm not going to put everything on the system, guys, but I just want you as the viewers to like take notice. There's different ways to play soccer, and sometimes just sticking with one thing doesn't work. And then sometimes you might have the players for that 3-4-2-1 and everything works great. But
there's another layer in here where if you know the formation is going to work and it takes time. But like we said last episode, Arteta's had 6 years. I think we're doing quite well. I'm not an Arteta doomer or Arteta out, but I mean, Amorim, 8-31 or 30, whatever it is, that's pretty bad.
bad.
People were saying, a Wolves manager would get fired for this record. It's like, it's hard to argue against that.
Yeah, he's got Chelsea this weekend. Could have been another game. It's not going to be game of the week because I think it might be Ruben's last, but he's...
So for Man U fans, it might be game of the week.
Yeah, he's got 90 more minutes to figure the system out.
Hey, it's like a tattoo, okay? My girls were asking me about this at training on Monday when you're gone, and like, why'd you get tattooed? Or no, this is at the game.
Yeah.
Like, why'd you get tattoos? I'm like, oh, it's a little bit of pain, but then you get something permanent like that. It's worth it. So maybe that's your tattoo right there is you go through an hour of pain, maybe 2 hours of pain with your team losing, but then you get to sacrifice Amorim. Not really. We're not going to kill Amorim. Yeah, nope. He's going to get a job somewhere else.
I want him to do well.
I think he was already linked to a Spanish Benfica.
Yeah. Who just they won in. That was the one game I did see at Champions League today. Benfica won, and so do they really want Ruben Amorim? I don't know, but
do they have the players for it?
That's interesting. They play 3. No, they play 4-3-3.
But people were also saying that if he goes and does that in Portugal, they will actually kill him because he's the Lisbon guy.
He was. That's a tough move.
I mean, Mourinho's done that.
That's what I was just going to say. Only Jose Mourinho can make that claim.
Portuguese managers just get away with whatever. Right. You guys are going to come up with a Portuguese manager who didn't. But yeah, interesting. I think in youth soccer, we could go ahead and be flexible like that and try different things. I think it's harder in pro soccer when you have that demand of winning, getting points, getting money for the club and resources, getting players in. It doesn't strike confidence in any players who want to transfer in January when your team's losing and the manager's just like, no, I'm right. You'll have to change me if you want to change. It's like, do I want to play for that guy?
Yeah.
Seems kind of, I wasn't going to say the word I was going to say, but yeah, does that attract new players too? Maybe they play perfect in a system. People said Gyökeres did, though. And look at this. He didn't want to play with them. He wanted to play for the mighty Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it's a tough sell for players coming in, I think.
Yeah. My final detail on this is I think there are like systematic players and players that you can put into systems and they'll be fine. But I think at the end of the day, like it is the beautiful game, right? And so if you get a group of players and you can bend your mind and your ideas to make them successful at the end of the day, like that's what you're looking for.
I think it's coaches and players working together and the club giving the resources and all that working together. If they're not working together, if you have to fight them and be like, you're going to be my right forward in this 3-4-2-1, and that guy doesn't want to, he's a professional. He should do that. But if it doesn't fit his playing style, I could see there being a mismatch of expectations and what the roles should be and things like that. And that's really tough as a player and as a manager, which then your team doesn't perform because you don't have team chemistry. What do you think, guys? Amorim out?
Put it in the comments. Let me know. And who should we hire if that does end up happening?
Sam Allardyce is waiting right here. Just like, do it.
Can't wait. Thump it. 4-4-2 long ball. Let's go. Bring it.
I also saw a meme today say it was this isn't going to be an extra time. I didn't save it, but Ousmane Dembele when he's waiting outside the box in the Champions League, or when they're pressing.
Yeah.
I said 4-3-3 managers waiting for Amorim to be sacked. Just waiting there. I'm going to sprint at Man U when it's time. You'll find someone good. I mean, he's got better players in now, right?
Yeah. I like the roster.
Kobe Mainu might start if Amram is out.
One would hope. Super talent.
It's a travesty. I'm not even a Man U fan, and I'm like, put him on. I want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's tough.
Hey, some other updates in pro soccer. Ready for this?
Let's hear it.
Halftime talks with players in the EPL. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't.
Maybe Jay Leno. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this? You seen this? You haven't seen one of the halftime talks?
No.
They'll stop a player as they're going in,
yes,
or as they're
I did, yeah.
or as they're leaving the locker room. I think they
thanks NBC Sports.
I think they stopped Bernardo Silva,
yeah.
and they were asking him, and everyone's like posting screenshots like, "This isn't America. What are we doing?" And it is very American. It feels like the NFL, right? I remember they even did that in NASL games when Minnesota United was playing here. I think they brought it to the MLS too. I think MLS is doing that. They have for years. So annoying. It's like, let them do their halftime. Yeah. That's an important time for a manager. Don't steal the manager over and be like, "Can you tell us your strategy?" No, I can't tell you my stinking strategy. What? What are you talking about? We're going to play soccer. We just have to do it better. Like Cam Knowles said, we get our XG to be a little bit better, make slightly better choices. If you're not just saying that stuff, which is just very surface level, not that Cam was surface level at all. I thought it was super hearing about how that's him in training though. That's how they influence these professional players. But hearing from a manager tell the fans, we got to win more 50-50s, it's like, do we need this? The answer is no. We don't need this.
Don't need it. I barely tuned in.
The other one, VAR announcements are indeed in the Premier League.
Oh, they're there.
It's not quite the however that guy.
It's close,
but it's still pretty good. You know, the audience makes a roar either way, no matter what happens. VAR is still broken, so that's not changing. Yeah. Don't expect that just the referees explaining things out loud is going to fix VAR. VAR is still corrupt. Referee cams. It's been actually really cool seeing those. Either the players coming up and they're like, you just see their chest very close. I'm not saying that's the cool part, but hearing what the referees are saying when they're interacting with the players. I saw one in the Bundesliga. The guy was like, "Was mit dir?" Saying like, "What is happening with you? Get away from me. Get out of here. What are you saying?" And the guy was like, "Oh, sorry," and like walked away. And he's like, "The ball goes there. The ball goes there. It was a foul." Like, it's kind of cool to see.
That's kind of cool.
But then also Gravenberch's goal, I forgot which week it was, but there was a referee cam, and it showed him shooting near post. And I was like, oh, dang. Like that, you can't get that camera angle anywhere else. It has to be a ref cam. So that's been actually a good development. New offside rule. Have you heard about this? Yeah, you heard about this? You seen this? So Arsene Wenger, I think, kind of posited this years ago, but you know how it's very annoying. The Burnley Man U, where the guy was offside by his sleeve, man. And it was just slightly past the other sleeve.
It was the cloth.
It wasn't even like knees or feet or anything like that. You know how the rule starts halfway down the arm, or where the sleeve would be. They measured Man U's sleeve against the Burnley sleeve. Like, what are we doing here?
Tight-fitting apparel, guys.
Not only is it a game of millimeters, but we're measuring sleeves. You can't play the ball with your sleeve. I mean, the rule is like
the cloth is
shorter.
If the cloth is off, let's take the ball and go home, guys.
So now the new rule that actually just got approved by FIFA. Exciting times. Good luck, youth referees especially, enforcing this and explaining it to crazy parents on the sidelines. But the new rule is if any playable part of the attacker is even or behind a playable part from the defender, it is onside.
Ooh, finally. Hey, there
it's the opposite of what we're doing right now, or if any part of the attacker is even a little bit past. See my pinky?
Like the cloth?
My sleeve pointing out right there? Offside. Now I could be here, and because my thumb, playable surface, because this playable surface is touching any part of this line of the opponent on the back line, second to last defender, or second to last player on the defending team, it is now onside. I don't think it's now. I think it probably starts next year.
Yeah.
But
that'll be good. I'm excited.
That'll be crazy.
More goals.
That'll be absolutely insane to implement and get everyone on the same board. Not that they don't change rules every year, but I'm excited
8 seconds.
We want to see goals. We want to see attackers attack. We don't want to see them waiting way back here and making sure that not even my sleeve is offside or my little toenail is offside. We want to see attacking. We want to see goals. We love the Jabulani. Why did we love the Jabulani in the 2010 World Cup? 2014? 2010. Because it went crazy and we scored a bunch of goals and Keisuke Honda just made them all do crazy stuff. Right? We want to see goals, so I think that's a really fun one to look forward to. Don't know when, but it just got approved this week by FIFA. Nice. So we should see it, I think, everywhere pretty soon. Let's go. We want to see more goals.
Good luck, youth refs.
Nate, one other thing I wanted to talk about was the crazy transfer market.
Oh,
it is crazy.
This summer was probably the craziest.
People say inflation. It's not inflation. It is nayflation, maybe. Yeah. Neymar, was he the first one that was
222?
What?
Neymar was 222 because they had to meet his release clause. And I think when Barca put it in, they thought nobody will match this. And so they put it at 222, and then PSG did.
Almost $250 million. And it's silly because I think I have the, I did. Let me pull this up. As I talk, though, or as I pull this up, Liverpool spent so much this year. You know how much, Charlie? How much did they spend?
How much did they spend this year?
They have the top 3 expensive transfers in the EPL. Isak, these are all
Makes sense.
These are all in euros. Isak, 150 million. Wirtz, 125 million. Ekitike, 95 million.
Man.
Those are the top 3 in the Premier League. And people are making a big deal of this because Ronaldo in 2009 went to Real Madrid for 94 million. So all 3 of them were bought in the same transfer window, and they're all more expensive than prime Ronaldo, going from Man U to Real Madrid.
That's pretty wild. He only
what is wrong with the world?
5 Champions Leagues there. So
what is happening here?
It's out of control.
Well, there was a Klopp video that resurfaced lately where he's like, he was talking about the ceilings that other clubs have. He's like, Man City, they can do this. They're one of the 3 teams that can buy whoever, and they can boost their squad in this way. And he said, there's no ceiling for clubs like Newcastle. Congratulations. Some clubs have ceilings. He said, we cannot spend like this. We cannot do this. But now,
they found a way.
They
lied to you, Jurgen.
Klopp's not at the helm. Well, maybe it was a little, there's probably a cash injection or something. I think they'd give Klopp whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Club dad, you know. I think he still is. Slot's doing just fine, by the way. But who's this guy? Voltemata for Newcastle?
Yeah, the Stuttgart forward.
85 million. You think that guy's 7 million or 9 million less than Ronaldo? Are you joking me? And then Brian Mbeumo, 75.
Yeah.
That's the 5th highest one in the Premier League.
Almost scored.
The other leagues aren't even close. The highest one was Dean in La Liga for 63. I mean, doing pretty well.
He's something else.
Yeah. What is this? Nkunku is actually the highest Serie A transfer.
Well done, Chelsea. Good sale.
37 million. Luis Diaz, 70 million to Bayern. And then top one in France is, who's this? Zabarny.
Oh, the other Bournemouth center back. Bournemouth made cake this year, guys.
63 million for him. So it's inflated. I think it was nayflated. And then it just hasn't corrected since then. The transfer market's crazy. What would 100? Who is this? This is Isak. 150 million euros. What would that get
Cristiano
in 2009? You get Ronaldo plus 60 million.
Yeah. I mean, that's Benzema. Benzema was only 40 when he went to Real Madrid. So it's Ronaldo, Benzema, extra. And 20 extra million.
Oh my gosh. What's happening in the world?
Different times, yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you think, like, in today's market? Don't think about what they cost back then. What would a Gerard Piqué, prime Gerard Piqué, go for right now?
You got to think, if Gavardio went for, I think it was 93.
What?
Last year, has he only been on City 2 years? In any case, Piqué is just as good as he is. Would he be 100? He'd be close.
I think so, as a center back, too. Sergio Ramos.
Yeah.
These are not.
He was 27.
These are not the 27 million.
No, 27 million. That's what Madrid got from Sevilla.
And those
paid from Sevilla.
And those are 2 center backs that might be 100 million in this market, where Ronaldo, best player in the world at the time, 94 million. Come on. It's a mad world. Anything else about transfers? I'm pretty done with this.
No Not really. I think Isak was the late surprise. I was going to say, we talked about the first transfer window. Didn't really talk about the second one, but I think a lot of the stuff actually happened in that first transfer window. You guys spent a little bit of the money at the end, a couple center backs. You got a sneaky one, the Leverkusen center back, which
Mascara? Oh,
no, that's the Valencia one, yeah.
Hincapi?
The Colombian.
I haven't learned about him yet.
He's nice, man. I can't see him coming off the bench because of how good he is. So it's very interesting that in the hierarchy of Arsenal, I would assume Saliba and Gabriel don't lose their spots. So.
I can't see that. I mean, they're two of the best, and our powers combined are even more than double. You know, the sum is greater than the whole of our two guys, and then we have the 7 left backs. We have like 5 guys who could play right back. And then someone was asking me recently. They're like, "Hey, Madueke has been crazy. He's a 1-for-1 for Saka," which I'm not sure I agree with. I don't agree with it. But he's like, "Hey, if we have Saka healthy, Madueke, we have Eze, we have Odegaard, we have Gyökeres up top. He's not going to lose his spot unless Kai's there.
Yeah.
Where does Kai play? Kai might play attacking mid then.
Jesus.
So we have all these guys who are just, and I haven't even thought about
Camareno.
Martinelli can leave my club. I don't like Martinelli.
There's one we can get rid of.
Yeah. I've been saying this for years, and then someone, what was the stat? I think Madueke had as many successful dribbles in 12 minutes as Martinelli had in 2 seasons.
Oh.
I've been saying this for years. I was right about Martinelli. I don't care they scored in the Champions League and assisted today. It was schoolboy errors by our opponents. Not because Martinelli's great. He's just a little fast. Okay? But what do you do when you have, well, Chelsea has this problem too. I have a meme in Extra Time about it. But you have 5 guys who can play every position. I think that's fine. It's fine because that's the cost of winning the league. Yeah. Arsenal could have won it the last couple of years if we had more depth. Odegaard goes down. Saka goes down.
Different team.
Now it's crisis mode. We have Martinelli playing. And
it's a good place to be.
When Aries been good, but last year and 2 years ago, he's a young child. It's not good enough. Not good enough to win the Premier League. So my point in saying this is everyone's stacking these clubs. I think even if these players, these star players who are really great, who go for 150 million, if they split their time with someone in order to win their league, which player is not saying yes to that?
Yeah.
So I think no crisis at Arsenal. I like the depth that we have. I like that Andrea Berta is some kind. Did he do a deal with the devil or something? How is he getting these deals on these players? Crazy.
Mascaro's what, 15 million? 15.
And he's a Saliba replacement. He's like right there. I don't know if he's right there. Saliba's great, but it's been fun. So I'm excited to see, you know, the transfer market's crazy. Everyone has great players, lots of depth. Just comes down to what wins it for your team when everyone has that kind of depth. Or is it just entertaining soccer for all of us?
Yeah, I think this Champions League, usually I can say like there's a Final Four and then there's everybody else. This year there's like a Final 10. I mean, Arsenal will be in it. Liverpool will be in it. I think Chelsea can do a job. I think, obviously, Pep, City, PSG still around. Barca, Madrid, Atletico won't go anywhere. Who am I missing? I'm missing another. Oh, when Bayern plays Chelsea tomorrow.
Borussia Dortmund.
We have a shout.
they always sneak their way like one round higher.
There's a quarterfinal out there for us.
Yeah. You'd take that, right? Quarterfinal?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And Nate, my last question on this crazy transfer window is the difference between the top tier players and maybe the players just below them. Let's say Saka, Madueke. Is Saka really worth 70 million? I know this is blasphemous, so Arsenal fans don't go after me. Just asking the question. First example I thought of. But let's say Saka is worth 70 million more than Madueke. Saka 120 right now. Madueke was like 50.
Yeah.
So he is 70 million more about. Is that level of player worth $70 million more? What do you think on that?
See, I don't know. So let's say he does hit the market, and I don't think it would ever happen, but Real Madrid comes in and spends 120 million on him. Does that really improve the team, or is like Rodrigo and Vinny and all the guys they already currently have? I think he's worth 120 million, but not to the teams that can afford 120 million.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you're saying. But my whole point is it worth this? Because I think it is inflated. They inflated.
Yeah. Sell now, right? Sell
Like-
high. That Wenger was the best at it.
He was. I'll put a little graphic up. I think I found one. But like my point is, Arsenal, if you have the choice between Saka and Madueke, would you spend an extra 70 million for Saka when some of my friends have said that Madueke is doing exactly his job, which I disagree with. But is it worth 70 million more?
Yeah.
That's my
I mean,
question.
Let's ask Arsenal fans if Barcelona or Real Madrid offered 120 million for Saka. Do you say we're ready for Madueke and Waneri? Let's do it, or do you? I mean, maybe there's a reason why these prices are high because clubs become attached. It is a big loss. I look at what's the one I'm thinking of? Chelsea with all their sales. Their prices were kind of deflated because they weren't valuable to the team. But Nkunku, like you said, went for 37. Nowhere near that number. A couple of Nico Jackson, I think, sent 40 to Bayern or whatever it was.
Something like that, yeah.
So all those got deflated because there wasn't value in the team, but Bukayo Saka obviously holds value. So would you do it for 120 knowing that there's money in the coifers?
I think you might have checkmated me on that one or one-shotted me because you said Saka, talking about selling him, and I'm like, that's Starboy though.
Yeah. See?
So I think there's
Madrid, stay away.
not that Berta is looking at sentimental value. I think it's part of it, jersey sales, fan approval, Chelsea and other clubs. So I don't know. A question into the void, just screaming into the void. Why are prices so big? And then you have to pay them after that. You got to pay these guys millions after that. You just pay for their rights to sign them. I don't get it. That's why I say I don't like youth soccer market and words like that, because it's soccer. We just want to see the soccer. I think crazy transfer window though. It's a crazy world we're living in. Nate, you know what will make it better?
We need to see some memes, don't we?
Some memes, some extra time. I got some Man U coming up. I got some NCAA highlights. I have youth soccer stuff. Oh, we'll get into it. We got to take these ties off. It's been fun. Arsene Wenger tie. See you guys on the flip side. All right, extra time. I have 3 weeks of Premier League memes up here. You good?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sorry guys. Making sure you can hear me.
Let's get into it. First of all, we had an international break. Here's Simpsons EFL again. No international break. We're all enjoying the Premier League. International break. I don't care.
Yeah.
That's really how it feels, isn't it? Here's Kobe. I've never seen this variation in my life. This is a great juggle skill by Mr. Mainu.
Oh, what?
He does it around the world, puts his foot around the outside. So his right foot goes around the outside, heels it, and his foot goes back around the other way. I tried this when we were at training. I wasn't able to do it. Yep. I almost got it.
That's a tough skill.
But yeah, it's tough. Biggest irony in football is that Gary Neville, who failed miserably as a manager, sits on Sky Sports every week and tells managers like Guardiola, Slot, Arteta, and Maresca how to do their job. Isn't that crazy? It's like, oh, he needs to be doing this. It's like, well, you didn't do that. You didn't do it. What, Valencia? He's the reason.
Yeah.
We found the culprit. Gary.
Secret Asian man.
Gary, you're not allowed to give advice anymore. But you know what's really crazy? Gary Neville at Valencia, 28 games, 10 wins, 11 losses. Ruben Amorim at United, 31 games,
we need
8
to hire
wins,
Gary.
16 losses.
He'd be in a better place.
And here's that video of him messing with his tactics board against Grimsby Town.
Man, just send him out and let him play, bro.
Yeah, and people said they were flaming him for that. They're like, if you have to bring out your tactics board against Grimsby Town, get out of my club.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the United Strand?
No.
This is a guy on the internet.
Oh, yes.
Who will not cut his hair.
5. He's insane.
Until Man U wins 5 games in a row. And the crazy part is that some teams who won the title didn't even win 5 in a row. So here's a little video.
Oh, jeez. AI, you're incredible.
AI is awesome. It's undefeated. I hope the human race can defeat it because it's coming. But in the meantime, we can enjoy memes like this. That is the United Strand. I think he commented on this one, a bunch of laugh emojis. There he is. But Amorim combing his hair or brushing. I don't know. I don't do a lot with my hair. This is Onana at work. Here's him at training first.
So what was the? I'll get your order prepared now. Yeah. Can I get some sauce as well, please? Yeah, don't worry.
And then,
Hey, stop him! He hasn't paid.
I don't know. That guy looks like he's been a goalkeeper before. Not Onana. He doesn't look like he's been a keeper before.
The waiter at the establishment. Yeah.
Decent technique. But yeah, is that? Well, he's gone now.
He's gone. And he had a great game.
Yeah, he got man of the match, and so did Hoyland.
Yep.
The first game that
can't
they
make it up,
Man U.
man.
The curse is broken for those.
Maybe the
two.
systems got catered to their skills. Who knows?
And then I saw a song where they said "Free from Onana, na 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 na, free from Onana." Also, the Jokeres one, they sang that song that we sang last time. He comes from Sweden. The girls are very nice. He's been scoring goals. He's a bags man. So we'll singing that one a lot this year. This is Amram, another Simpson EFL. We can beat anyone. As Homer drives by, and then Liverpool says, "What did he say?" Arsenal says, "I don't know, something about expecting to be beaten by everyone."
That's us.
Maybe Amram's still getting used to the translation.
Ooh, that could be.
I found something special here. I don't remember where I found this, but this is the Parliament in Kenya. You know where I'm going with this? I don't think you do. Listen to this.
If you watch the game between Arsenal and Man U on Sunday,
It's Parliament.
you can only pity them because the speaker, Man U was playing like Rosine Island Football Club.
The minority leader is reminding me rather joyfully that Arsenal beat Man U.
Gets better. Kenya Parliament.
Yes, Millie.
That's crazy.
There's Millie.
It's kinda cool.
What is it?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As a Man U fan, I cannot be in this house where the minority leader is trying to cast aspersions on the great team. When we sympathize with the small teams like Arsenal, that my husband supports small teams.
Yeah, I want to join that parliament.
And Mr. Speaker, I hope my husband is not watching this one.
All right, that's pretty good.
That's fun.
Maybe
Bravo.
you guys have bigger things to focus on, but that's a nice little moment of levity. Okay. I'll just play the video. This is Mr. Bean. Here's Man U in the full body cast. Arsenal. Look what I can do.
Jeez. It's because of the system. I'm just kidding. There's more to it than that. But.
Change the man. Look at this. He's crossing his legs. Can do whatever he wants. Do you feel trapped right now, Nate?
Well, yes and no. I want to see something different.
We'll see. Maybe he's got a couple more games left. People called Jokeres fat, slow. They might have been right the first week, but he got in shape. He's a bags man. 4 goals from 3 games.
Yeah.
Was the other way around? I forgot. People were saying they flicked his hair so much during the first game. He got more hair flicks than touches. You see what he did the second game when he scored?
Oh, I sure did.
Here it is. Jokeres trolls the haters. So he scores his goal, does the mask, and then flicks his hair in front of the camera. That is genius S-housing. That's how you prove a point. This was my favorite meme, maybe from all of Extra Time. People are saying, I gotta scroll to it, but people are saying when Jokeres did that, they said, oh my gosh, there's so many tabs on this one. They said, this is Odegaard if he was evil.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Flicking the hair.
Why do the Swedes have the nicer jawline?
Odegaard just does the basketball thing or whatever they're doing at the time, and then Jokeres right at the camera. If Odegaard was evil, he'd act like that. But he's a nice guy. He's our captain. They say that Old Trafford leaks, but New Trafford leaks too. James Trafford.
It does.
Did they just sign him?
Yeah.
And then they signed Donnarumma?
I'm heartbroken for him, man.
Good luck, Jimmy. You're
Yeah.
never seeing the pitch again.
No. Loan.
Why is there Nana in the comments? He's everywhere.
He knows.
So Garnacho traded teams or was purchased.
Clean.
He's wearing all black, and people are saying that is Draco Malfoy.
It is.
It's hard to deny that.
Draco wears it better, but
Yeah. Garnacho, what are you doing? Here's what Todd Bailey wants them to set up like, though. The 1-9.
essentially, dude, they have 9 wingers. That's crazy. Or 9 attacking players,
Yep, that's 9,
and they're all good. Like, there's not one guy you would ship out. Maybe, I mean, for me personally, there is, but in theory, like all 9 can offer something.
Yeah,
It's wild.
Hey, if this is Todd Bailey's idea, change the man right now.
Yeah.
Or Todd, change your. Todd's not even making decisions.
No,
is
he's
he?
not.
He's making the checkbook.
Enzo figured it out.
Everyone's hate watching Isak. Part of it is this Liverpool fan's jersey. He had a Trent Alexander-Arnold jersey, crosses out Arnold and put Isak above it.
It's clever.
Pretty good.
Points for trying.
And let's see, I think I have to scroll on this one too. But people are hate watching Isak. And there's a picture of him. Alexander Isak hate watch starts now. Someone says handball because he's holding it up. That's pretty haterish. But Van Persie went to Man U from Arsenal. I was hate watching a long time.
Yeah.
Still appreciate what he did for the club, but that's a snake move.
That was tough.
And this was years later. Ronaldo news, ding, 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 greatest player ever. So Ronaldo, before he turned 30, scored 463 goals. Ronaldo, after turning 30, 479 goals. People are also
Proving
saying,
every day, guys.
Yep. Perfect body, right? Pause.
Yeah.
He's on his way to 1,000, though. People are saying that when he gets to 999, we're going to see the most egregious shot.
Oh man,
shots
he's gonna
ever.
be. It's gonna be. I hope it's a tap in.
He did score the screamer during what is this, World Cup qualifiers?
Yeah. Actually, it was really nice.
Nominated goal of the round.
Takes
I
me
don't know
back
if
to
it won
his Man United days.
It's got some outbend, goes top corner, across the goalkeeper,
Still doing it, man.
half volley, and this guy's 40. Is he 40 now?
Yeah.
Crazy. Did you see Anthony signed with Betis?
Yeah.
And they had the parade.
No, I haven't seen the parade. There's a parade.
So he gave a speech. He was crying and stuff. And he takes some pictures. Look at this. He's walking down, like downtown. I don't know, Betis. Is Betis a town?
It's in Seville.
I don't know what's happening in Seville. But this is Anthony. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves him.
that's
They're wearing
crazy.
his jerseys. They're touching
Maybe
him. They're
that's the
taking
problem.
pictures.
Manchester United fans suck. We don't.
Haters.
Yeah. Well, we don't do that for any of our players.
I mean, Anthony
Something
shot
said for
himself
that.
in the foot with the 360 and
Yeah, you can't do that.
the
in
photo
Premier
like
League.
this when he's subbing in. But yeah, they had the parade. I don't have to show the other video of him in the parade. But they're also making a clothing line. So he has Illuminato or something similar to that. Yeah, Illuminato tattooed right here, which means enlightened, probably in Portuguese.
Mm-hmm.
And Betis is now making a clothing line based off his neck tattoo. You could have had this at your club. What a star.
Ah,
What a star he is.
icon.
It's getting to his head, though. He came out with this quote, which is insane. He said, oh my gosh, I got to scroll to this one. I don't have the best extra time organization right now. I scroll all the way to the end of all these. Ronaldo was Madrid. Messi was Barca. I am La Liga. Fool.
Whoa.
Stop it, Roadman. What are you doing? That's crazy. He is the whole league that Ronaldo and Messi played in. Meanwhile, you got Yamal. You got Rafinha.
Pretty good players
you got
in that league.
actual guys who are nominated for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
But no, Anthony's La Liga. I think it went to his head, which who could have saw that coming?
Right.
Not me. Save of the year contender. Watch this. I think this is against Celtic.
Oh.
He's jumping backwards into the goal, pushes it onto the crossbar, barely goes past the line, out, not in the goal.
Dude, that's a
Ooh, what's it? What's
bullet
that
of
name?
a header.
I didn't catch his name there. Is it this guy? No, it's not that guy. I don't know who that is, but crazy save. This one is Mateta and Mark Gay. After the game, Gay scored a crazy goal, and Mateta says this.
What the gun? What the gun? Even in training, you never done.
Even in training, he never does this. I thought
That's
that's just a
great.
nice moment. Nate, Luis Suarez is up to Luis garbage stuff again.
No, of course. Oh, the fight.
Yeah.
Sounders, let's
There's
go.
a fight after Sounders. Luis Suarez apparently he did spit on a Sounders guy, Sounders staffer, and banned for 6 games. You did all the things. You won the league, the Champions League. You did all these things. You won with Liverpool too, right? Did he win with No. Anyway, you scored a bunch of goals. You have all these trophies. Why are you spitting on a poor guy in the MLS?
Not even a player.
Actually, his name is Gene Ramirez. He's the security director. And he said afterwards, when asked about it, Suarez spit on him. He said, "I was waiting for the bite." But
well done, Gene.
Yeah, that's good. Sounders did win everything that their team can win. So I think this is for any MLS team.
Yeah.
They've won every trophy in North America that they could possibly win. So congrats to you guys.
Well done, Sounders.
We're going quick because I have 49 items saved for extra time. They had Puskás Award
Aiden shared this one with
contender.
me. It's got to win, right? That's insane.
Long switch, hits the post directly with no bounce.
Absolutely
Take a bow.
incredible.
Take a bow.
I
That's
hope
pretty
that
good.
wins.
I mean, does it beat the one that we showed last time from Hibbs?
Oof, that's pretty good too.
Hey, it's up to the
close.
people
it's
to
up
decide.
Borders.
Let's
But
see.
the technique of that was fantastic.
Yeah, we're in our America section now. NCAA started again. New season. Clemson scored this goal with, I think there was 10 seconds left on the clock. At about 4 seconds, hits a guy in the face and goes in.
Had her own goal as time runs out.
They're celebrating. That is indeed an opponent's face that they went off of. As a defender, nothing you can do about that except for not have a head, basically.
Yeah, essentially.
I don't know what you can do, but he just literally volleyed it terribly into the guy's head and it went in. That's the game sometimes. This is Mikkel Madsen. This is a direct free kick goal, I think the first week of NCAA. And on his debut, was it? Just keeps lifting. It's very, very nice. Around the wall, left-footed. What more could you ask for? Here it is again. Keeper, Donnarumma might save that, but I don't think anyone else. This one is a bicycle kick from New Haven. This is Lucian Lauro. Ball comes in. Back pass leads to a switch. Sets himself up for a bike.
That's nice.
I have another.
Dude, he knew.
I have another view here. Let's check this one out. Same goal. Edge of the
Oh,
box.
wow. He was out there.
Yeah.
You could just tell. He was up for it the minute the ball got to him.
Well done, son. This is a guy last name Tollinger. Makes a save for Tulsa. And he's not the goalie. And this was actually the Sports Center top 1?
It never happens.
Let's go. College soccer guys. Sports Center top 1. Chips it. Boom. Tollinger out of nowhere.
And is able to clear?
Look at that. I think we have a reverse angle here too. Hey, decent attack. Good finish, but we talked about speed of play. Get that ball in the goal.
Yeah.
I'm not even really
Although
taking
you're
away
thinking,
from the
no,
forward.
yeah, you shipped the keeper, you did your job.
This is a flick goal from Salford City, Adebola Oluo. Don't know what happened there. Let's do a little refresh. Watch this one again. I think it goes off his right leg and then his left leg comes through afterwards behind. Right leg, left leg.
So the right leg pops it up and the left leg puts it away.
I have no idea. None of the comments know either. I scoured the comments and no one knows
Nobody
what
knows.
happened. But either way, good goal.
Well done.
This one is back to NCAA. This is for Maryland, Baltimore County, and this is Gunder Miller with something. Oh, yeah. He scores from his own half.
Him in UFC style. Nicely done.
Yeah, we had a guy make his debut. Do you know his name? I never caught his name.
Oh, Cam shared it with me, and I'll learn about him.
But scored on his debut
We're excited for him.
from his own half. Pretty much the same as that.
10 minutes into the match, yeah.
Here
Super cool.
is, let's see, where is this one from? I don't know where this is from, but goalkeeper punts
Oh,
it from his
my.
own box. Goes directly in off the other goalkeeper's hands. But people are saying,
look
get
at
him in
how
the
high
NFL
that-
right now.
Yeah.
100-yard punt.
Wow.
Must have some wind, right?
It has to.
That just keeps going.
Something carried that thing, yeah.
the will of God carried that. It was meant to be. Here's a futsal goal. I understand the flick, but it looks superhuman. Check this out. Ball comes in, hit with pace. Like leaves his foot on the ground, but does a little scrape. Goes over the goalie from about, what is that, 4 yards out?
Yeah. Just outside the goalie zone or inside? Just inside. Yeah.
And the goal, the score is 3-2 at that point. I don't know if that was good guys or bad guys. But doesn't get much better than that.
Nope.
All right, we're almost done here. Do you ever hear of Marco Rojas?
I don't believe I have.
It's called the Kiwi Messi.
Oh.
So he's doing this in A-League, so take it with a grain of salt. But here's a top 5 moments from him. What? That was number 5.
Very Messi-esque.
You can kind of see
That
where the
touch
nickname
away.
comes from. But running that, guys.
Ooh.
Still have the finish, too.
I've seen Messi do that, too.
That's number 4. Here's a thunderous strike. Oh. That's pretty good.
Yeah, solid.
See, what are the top 2? Got a half volley here. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Things set up perfect for him.
Ronaldo-esque. And this one, turn and hit. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Look at that. Instinct. First of all, good touch to
Yeah.
recover that one.
Near
and then
post.
bangs it. There's also dog Messies.
Oh,
I'm
I
going to
have
turn the
seen-
volume on. It's actually good.
He is a boy. We've been missing out.
Goes under a smaller dog. All right. Also, I just like to hear that commentary.
That's my favorite.
Did you see the Barbie movie?
No, I haven't yet.
We don't need much
Have you seen-
context. This is POV. Your coach asked you to play out of position, and then here's you. I'm a striker having to play left back.
Go over there. I'm trained to stand confidently right here. There's nobody in danger here. Even if there were, I'm not trained to save them. I'm not sure.
I think we'll have some
That's great.
conversations like that on our team.
Oh, I'm
This year.
sure.
And we already have. I'm like, oh, hey, you're going to be center back. I don't play there.
You
I said
will
you're going to be
this
center
time.
back. Okay. Try it out. 5 minutes. It's 13 minutes. That's my trick.
Nicely done.
But we're learning. I just thought that was funny. I'm trained to stand right here confidently. Youth parent meetings be like, and this, I'll preface this every single time I have a parent meeting. I feel very bad being like, you're not allowed to say this and this and this during games. You're not allowed to do this. Wait 24 hours before talking to me, not because I'm a princess, but because we all have better conversations when we're not emotional. So give it some time. And every time I set out these rules, I'm talking to adults who are older than me, and it feels kind of weird. But really, it feels like this meme right here. This is me at a parent meeting.
Jail, right away. You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail. You shout like that, they put you in jail.
Shout like
Right
that.
away. You're stealing, right to jail.
Love that.
That's how it feels like. It's like, hey, you're yelling like that. Less playing time. You are keeping stats and giving dollars for goals. Right to jail.
Mm-mm.
Here's Nate volunteering to be my ass man. And if you guys know what ass man, you want to explain ass man?
It's
It's not as bad
so
as
much
it
worse than
sounds.
yeah. There's nothing exciting about it. It's short for assistant manager, but I love the shortened version of both. It makes it. There's too many play on words.
Here's Nate telling Sarah that he volunteered to be ass man.
What?
Please don't commit to coaching the team again next season.
I already did.
I already did. Hey, how's your fantasy team going?
Oh,
Here's FPL is back. We're happy. Game week 2.
yeah.
God's my witness, I will quit. That's literally
Thanks,
how it felt.
Milos. Yep.
All of Kirkish. You're our boy.
Yeah, you're our guy.
You
Come
used to
on,
be our
man.
boy. You still have Lookman, so
We do.
we still have
We
plenty of
one guy
friends on the
left.
podcast.
Yes.
Kirkus, stop getting yellow cards.
You
Stop being a
might
rash.
have to get benched on our podcast.
Here's some favorite fantasy team names. I think this was posted by Premier League. My favorite is mine. I'm Charteta's 11.
Ooh.
Charteta, Charlie, Arteta. We get the idea. Alice in Wonderland. Allison.
Fun.
What other? Backstreet Boys. Some of these are not all winners. I skipped a couple.
Sack of potatoes. That's fun.
Bakuna
Sack of-
Matata.
Ooh.
Bakuna Matata. Beef Cherokee. Yeah.
actually
Chicken
kinda
tikka
funny.
mosala. That's
Yeah.
That's got a couple layers. Any other favorites you see here?
Never Wears Prada is kind of fun.
Rice Baby.
Live in Saliba Loca. Yeah, there's a few good ones in here.
Worst case scenario.
Ooh, he kind of has been. not gonna
Holland
lie.
Globetrotters. Some of
Oh
these,
yeah,
some of these are good.
all right, bravo.
Guardians of the Galaxy. All right, that's enough. Nate, there's a time traveler among us. If you guys didn't think time travel was a thing, I have proof here. Game week 2, someone triple captain our right/left back. We don't know if he's going to play every week. You're in Timber. They triple captained
I
him,
saw that.
and he got what, 2 goals
Crap
and a
ton of
clean
points.
sheet.
Yeah.
So here is we showed this guy before. This is from Dexter. It's the
Yeah.
It's the detective that tries to catch Dexter, but he can't quite prove it yet. It says, when you know the guy who triple captained You're in Timber is a time traveler, but you can't prove it yet. He's just looking like, I know he's a time traveler. Can't prove it.
It's crazy to me.
And then last one here. This is actually a big one. I don't know what the heck is happening in this video. I don't think anyone knows what's happening in this video. This is from Super Bowl 2025. It's a freestyle competition. This is part 2, top 5. So there's already a part 1 top 5. This is top 5 part 2. So I don't even know if these are the 6th through 10th best ones.
Jeez.
But watch this.
Come on. Come on, Jay.
It gets so much better.
What? Come on. I'd just like to do one of those tricks.
Still going.
What?
What do you even
How
think of
is that
this
not
stuff?
one?
That's crazy.
Come on. On like half.
I don't even understand what he's doing half the time. What?
That's insane.
Yeah, this guy's just big on the revs.
So fast. Don't mess up. He's tired.
Oh, this guy does a bunch of double revs and triple. Does he do a triple
Jeez.
rev? So rev is like how many times
Wow.
your foot goes around.
Yeah.
I think he does triple revs in this. 3 around the worlds.
That's insane. Oh, and he keeps it up.
All right, so that's how you do extra time.
Wow.
That's something you
how
haven't
end
seen
it. Yeah,
yet.
it's like the fireworks, and and then you wait for the grand finale, and
Yeah,
that was it.
you've seen all of the highlights. I can't put them up because Tyrant YouTube, and we haven't even really tested Spotify yet. They'll take it down, but have you seen that? I don't think you've
That
seen
was
that
cool.
yet. That's why you
That
go to
was
extra
fun.
time. You see something maybe you haven't seen before. That's just insane. All right. You almost don't even know what to say after that. That's just
Yeah.
crazy. All right. Should we go right into
We have our
scouting
scouting report.
Yeah. All right, Nate, go ahead and kick us off.
All right, so obviously mine being, well, among many things, de-license in the near future, but I'm actually looking forward to Thursday. First training session, guys. Girls, I don't know if we're going to have this up in time, but I hope you look forward to it. This is one of my favorites. I watch a lot of trainings. It's stupid. But one that I really, really, really enjoy is the Real Betis. They do like a 4v2. It's a possession game. Once the 2 win the ball, or if the 4 scores, they can score 2 and you reset. But once the 2 win, 2 have to pop off and then 2 come on. It has to be quick, right? Because once they win it back. But super cool. I'm excited to share that one with them. And then I got another one too that I'm excited for. So bending runs and all the good stuff. So
Yeah, that goes perfect with mine. I'm actually very excited to see Nate coach on Thursday. I'm excited to be ass man. Yeah, there's always a head coach. There's always an assistant coach. We have different roles. I'm excited for us to switch, and we'll do this a few times this year, helping Nate prepare for his D license and pass with flying colors. And I'm just excited. Again, I think we shared this one last time, but just going on this journey with Nate. Sometimes ass man, sometimes I'll be ass man. You should stop with this joke.
no, yeah, probably not. Sorry, guys. It won't be in any other episodes.
Assistant manager, assistant to the manager, assistant to the regional manager. But also,
Just here to help.
I'm really excited about getting away from 77 soccer. There's pros and cons. I do miss 77 soccer, but I had a parent, as I was walking into training yesterday, their team that I just coached some of the players on and interacted with this family for several years at 5v5, 7v7. Mom's like, hey, Charlie, how's the transition going? I'm like, I thought I'd miss it more. But every time I see a session, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to put up with the yelling and the not listening and the stay in line. Not that our girls are perfect, but I get to coach more soccer, more tactics, more interpersonal things too. How do I relate with my teammates? It's not just the kind of boilerplate stuff at sevens where it's like we put our stuff in a line, we listen when someone's talking, we don't distract our teammates. Now it's a little bit more of like, how can I play with this person? How can we interact better? How can we make this into a soccer thing? And it's a little bit more soccery. So I'm looking forward to being at the older ages again, playing 11v11 soccer. I'm not playing. I'm coaching 11v11 soccer. But it feels more like soccer. And I still really like 7v7. I can see myself coaching 7v7 again, especially because the players can make so many leaps and bounds at that age, and they have a very fun energy. But what I've noticed these past few weeks is the girls have great energy. The girls can make very big strides at the same time. So looking forward to it, all of that, right? Doing it with Nate, getting better
awesome.
every day.
Yep, we sure are.
Discipline, we're holding the standards. And the girls will benefit from it. I think both of us will benefit from it too. There we go. Stay tuned. We'll keep talking about it more.
Episode 3, guys.
That's episode 3. Stay tuned for the next one. Season 2, episode 4 coming up soon. We'll have a lot more to talk about very soon.
Boys are traveling to Sioux Falls. We can throw that on there.
Girls are
Kick
playing
or treats coming.
Girls are playing this weekend.
I know. I'm missing 2 games.
2 games this weekend.
Man.
Yeah, we'll have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Right.
All right. Well, we'll catch you guys next time. Oh, wait. I'm gonna like, share, subscribe.
Yes. Spotify, YouTube.
Tell the boys in the group
X.
chat. Put it on your team chat. Actually,
IG.
I might have deleted our X. No, we still have X. I just don't post there often.
Yeah.
But Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, Instagram. That's how you know when we're posting new episodes. Put it in the boys group chat. Put it in the team group chat. Put it everywhere. Send an email to your team. I don't care. Get this out there. Grassroots champions, you're part of it too. Let's go.